the fact is that our shows have actually been getting more well-behaved, and the audience is getting more and more responsible every show. They're like getting to be amazing now compared to most rock and roll audiences. I mean, our audience actually picks up after itself.
I've been to 105.
You're a Denver.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I thought you mentioned that to you. No, that was why this was this photo with you.
Okay.
Beyond.
Right.
This is like getting to Oz and meeting the wizard.
Come on, man.
I know you don't like that.
Oh, Jesus.
I know you don't. It's hard for you to accept that there are people like that.
It's hard for me just to play. I mean, everything else, everything above and beyond that is really. It's hard for me to take it seriously because really, there's nothing special about being in the Grateful Dead except for what we collectively all go through, but it's the audience that certainly goes through every bit as much of it as I do.
Oh yeah,
maybe more.
What you do is at least from my perspective, is you express what we are actually realizing that we're feeling, or what's just underneath our surfaces a lot of times. And I think that's where a lot of your, the fact that you maintain that integrity for it is. What I get.
It's not one of those things that it's not a question of being able to. It's not a question of maintenance. It's one of those things of where we really don't have any choice. You know what I mean? We just do what we think we're doing. You know what I mean? And our version of the Grateful Dead as well. We have to practice and we have to work up some old tunes. And if Weird has to do that tune one more time, I'm going to go nuts. You know what I mean? It's real regular.
Yeah.
And we do it just the way we think we're supposed to. But there's something about it that we don't understand either. You know what I mean? And we certainly don't have any control over it. It's part of what it turns out to be, somehow. But just because we're in that position doesn't mean that we don't have any jurisdiction over it. Certainly, we certainly don't have any control over it. It seems to want to happen, and that's it. All the rest of it is sort of the whole thing has kind of invented itself. Everybody seems to want it to happen, so whatever it is happens. It's a mechanism of that sort,
What I'm amazed is I had moved to Oregon, and so I've only been to maybe 4 or 5 in the last 2 years, and there's usually a wide gap in between them now. But when I go, it's like the instant you're in, it's just like picking right back up where you were. You run into the same people in the same exact location because you just knew they were going to be there.
Yeah,
and it's really like that a lot. It's great that you can have something to plug in and out, and whether you're in it all the time or not, or whether you're stuck here and you go back just occasionally.
It's a huge community.
You're still part of it. Yeah,
that's the other part that's fun. And that's fun for us too. It's fun, the thing of looking out and having that continuity of the same faces. It makes it so that you really do get conscious about. Well, we can't do what we did last time because people are here.
At least a quarter of the people are here.
These people heard us do that. We have to try to do something else. So that's part of the thing that keeps us on our toes. The fact that the audience is rigorous. As opposed to most audiences, they're not a passive audience. They're working hard. A lot of them. Most of them are working pretty hard.
How does that differ from Jerry Band? Where does that fit into you?
My band, I don't know because once again, it's something that's happening outside of me, and I can't really see it. I'm just up there doing what I like to do. For me, the Garcia Band is it's fun. It's I do the songs that I love, no matter whose they are or where they come from, and it's very consonant. Whereas the Grateful Dead has some elements of dissonance in it that makes it interesting. In other words, we don't all agree absolutely about what is totally the right thing at any given moment. My band has much more of it's more music of agreement in a way. I don't have a hard time explaining this too, but the people in the band play the way I would play if I were playing their instruments, kind of, It reflects more of my taste specifically.
Do you feel that there's still a bit more intimacy involved in JGB because you play in smaller places?
That's part of it too. And I've always originally my band, up until a couple of years ago, my band played mostly bars and stuff. So I like keeping in touch with that. That's part of my roots, you know, the thing of just playing in bars for a rowdy bar crowd.
Yeah, I used to go to the country club for theater.
Yeah.
You know, 2 feet away.
Yeah.
That's a great place.
That's that kind of stuff. Those kind of venues, that's the place where we played for years and years. And it's only in the last couple of years that we sort of graduated to theaters. Now in San Francisco, at any rate, the Warfield, which has been converted over to a huge bar in a way, has become our like the Keystone used to be. It's become our sort of neighborhood bar. But again, it's one of those things where the band has to work in the cracks that are left by the Grateful Dead and the Grateful Dead schedule. You know, so.
Did you practice with them before you got here? When's the last time you all
No, we played a couple of shows not too long ago, though, within the last 3 weeks. And I mean, my band. Also, you got to remember now, my band with these people that has been together for 8 years, which is longer than a lot of bands are in existence. And me and John have been playing together for almost
he's been at every one just about half the
for quite a long time. So the roots of this music and this band go pretty deep. I think that's probably the thing that surprises most people is how really complete the music is. And it's a big sound too for what's essentially a 4-piece band.
Yeah, in some ways, I almost enjoy it more because
There's a lot of people that do.
You just let it all, you know. There's a lot more freewheeling atmosphere to it.
Well, it's fun for me, you know. It's fun for me. It's one of those things that it never is a burden. It's, you know, sometimes the Grateful Dead is so huge, it can be cumbersome. You know, although I love it too. It's you know. I don't know what it's like. It's like you're somebody has some good metaphor somewhere. Dick Allgaier said he read something on the Well where somebody said something like Grateful Dead is my luxury liner and Garcia Band is my speedboat or something. It's not exactly accurate, but okay, you know, that works pretty good. I would put it more like, I don't know how I put it, you know. So I have described it before. It's like kind of like the Grateful Dead is your wife, you know, and the Garcia Band is my girlfriend, kind of. My wife, my girlfriend. I think I can say that here in Hawaii without offending anybody. Oh, this is AP, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, well, leave the wife and girlfriend out of it, or everybody will be pissed off at me.
They've already got enough lawsuits.
Oh, really? Are they suing you for something?
No. What the women in the
fun.
company did a few years back was sue the company